What mistakes are you talking about?
The family.
Yeah.
What mistakes did you make with your family? Cat balls going off. So are y'all staying the night too?
Yeah.
Are we free to kind of roam all night?
As long as you want.
Okay. I didn't know if like we weren't allowed down here after a certain time or what.
Where were you at?
Third floor.
On the.
Bridget.
That's where we're at.
Oh, you got Bridget's room?
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
And what you then you're in the one of these other two.
Hosea up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go down to the basement if you want. You can,
Oh, I didn't know there was a basement.
it depends. Like sometimes, like the.
He said at 10 o'clock we can come back, and while the ghost tour thing is going on at that time, that we can see the basement.
Well, you can go down there now. It's open.
We told me I had to wait, so. I'm just telling you what he told me.
No one's gonna know. It's open. But if they lock it, then you can't obviously
Yeah.
go down there. But it's open right now. The other guy took us down because he showed us where the blood was here,
Oh.
where it soaks through. But the door's open if you want to go down.
Going upstairs.
I was gonna say, I hope somebody's up in there because as soon as I got there, I heard.
Yeah, Alright guys, this is our room for the night. This is the Bridget Sullivan room. On the 3rd floor. As you can see, this room, the roof slopes down. We have a
Look,
full-size bed.
that light's still on. We were not in this room that long. You turned that light on before. You didn't touch it again after I got out of the shower, did you? So when it went off, we turned it back on. Because you turned it on when we initially came into the room, right? It was not on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And then you turned it on. We were in this room like 10 to 15 minutes and it went off. Like it didn't just, it like went, like somebody was turning it. Then you turned it back on. I got in the shower for 20 plus minutes. We've been downstairs listening to a tour and walking around and came back up here and it's still on.
Anywho, so you guys have seen the downstairs area, common rooms, some of the pictures and everything. It's a neat little house. I think up here there are 3 rooms and 1 bathroom. And then right below us is one of the suites. There's somebody in it. And then you go below that and it's like the main floor with the kitchen. You got a solid kitchen area and the living room, dining room, den area. But there's got to be more rooms. because
The
I walked
second-
through, and then there's another set of stairs that goes up to another second floor.
On the
So it's kind of like the house is split.
you have 3 rooms on the second floor.
2 of them must be on the other side then.
So you have Lizzie's room and her sister Emma. They share. That's a suite.
That's on the other side.
And then you have Andrew and Abby.
That's the suite below us.
And then up here you've got the Bridget Sullivan room, which is the one we're in. So I think she was the maid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Hosea Knowlton room, which is right down there, and Andrew Jennings' room. And then you have 2 of them, 2 rooms in the basement, it looks like.
What was it, John and Abby?
Andrew and
Abby are below us. That means Lizzie and Emma's is on the other side of the house, up the other steps where the guy was setting up the cameras and stuff. If you go into the next room,
I saw the staircase.
That means theirs must be up that side.
So if you're checking into here, they give you like a code, and they send you a little nifty email that tells you, like, it has like all the rooms like listed, and depending on what room you're gonna be in is which door you're gonna come in. Like, some people had to come in the back door, we had to come in the side door, and some people come in the front door, and then they give you a specific code to be able to get into the house, and that is your check-in. Because it's not like an actual, like, person you're checking in with. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? It sounded like I said hello.
And try
I'm trying. Can you tell me your name? My name is Renee. I didn't hear you. Hear my stomach go.
That makes like I'm here.
That's one of them stomach sounds that sounds like a fart, and it makes it really awkward. Like if you were in class and it was all dead silent, and it's like.
You're like, that wasn't me, I promise. It was just my stomach.
And everybody's like, whatever, you just farted. Okay, so in the late 1800s, there were 2 crazy brutal murders that happened in this house we're in. Andrew and Abby Borden. They all lived here with their Andrew's daughters because Abby was their stepmom. So the daughters were Lizzie and Emma Borden. And you also had an uncle that lived in the house and a maid, which they called Maggie. And we are currently staying in Maggie's room tonight. There's a picture of her on the wall hanging just over the side of the bed. So they found their bodies in different parts of the house. Andrew was actually found in the living room downstairs, laying across one of the couches that's still down there. Or I'm assuming. Maybe it's not the same couch. It looks like the same couch, so I'm assuming it
I
is.
think it is.
Anyway, stepmama was found in her bedroom, which is on the second floor. Andrew was hit 11 times in the skull, and they have replicas downstairs of how their skulls would have looked after the blows. And stepmama was hit 18 times.
18?
18 times, yeah.
I thought it was 15.
So, as far as weaponry, what they found was a handleless axe in the basement of the house that had been cleaned of all blood, so they were assuming that was the weapon that committed the murders. Because they thought, well, this had to have been done with either a hatchet or an axe. Okay, so apparently, the day of the murder, Andrew came in the house, decided to lay on the living room couch to take a nap. They believe that the stepmom was away at the doctor and that Maggie was up here taking a nap while Lizzie was outside. So, reportedly, Lizzie heard a noise, like a thud and a groan type thing, and she ran inside and discovered her father brutally beaten, bloody, on the couch. And so when she screamed, that's when Maggie heard her and rushed downstairs and found her, you know, freaking out over seeing her daddy like that, of course, because it was probably really gross. And so the maid noted that Lizzie's dress was blue and unstained. No blood whatsoever on her clothes. So once they found old Pappy downstairs, Lizzie told the maid to run and get the doctor. Well, for some reason, she runs and gets the neighbor, not the doctor. And they come back over, and she's like, yo, I think I heard stepmama come in upstairs. So the maid and the neighbor go upstairs and find the stepmother laying face down in the guest room, murdered also. Lots of people think Lizzie Borden may have committed these murders, but there's also other suspects. Some people think the uncle did it. As we caught the tail end of the tour that was going on downstairs earlier, apparently some people think the Mothman did it. Who knew? Who knew he could come all the way up here to West Virginia and grab an axe? That's very un-Mothman-like.
Yeah, I don't see Mothman doing it. He's too OG.
Yeah, I mean, he could have made the trip, but I don't think he's, you know, he's more of like, tragedy's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe if they were like, hey, the Mothman was spotted above the house, and then somebody come and murdered these people, that's more likely. But the Mothman physically, like, coming into this house with an axe?
No.
Sorry. Don't think so. So, anyway, Lizzie was taken to court, and had a trial, and Lizzie was found not guilty. So we're just going to maybe poke around downstairs where Andrew's body was found.
You're gonna turn off the light. That thing right now. Is there anyone in here with us that wants to communicate?
What do you think?
Mine's doing the same thing. I think it's trying to map those lights since it's dim in here.
It's not doing that one though.
It's true. Good point.
Who's that? What's your name?
It's gone. Well, now it's back.
Albert?
Yeah, but see, look over here. Look at mine. See, whenever it's like right at the edge, like it can't get a good picture, it tries to map that reflection off of that lantern. See, when you get closer to it.
Are you under the table?
See, from back here, it's mapping, but if I get this close, it stops mapping it. See, now it's put. Mine's on that one over there, and it was trying to map it.
You're on top of it?
It's iffy.
Are you on top of the table or?
Hello, I'm Renee.
Stop.
We're just here to talk to you tonight.
AM.
So Phil is going to put his noise canceling headphones in. And he's connected to his phone using this S-Box on there.
Add.
Can you tell me your name?
You know, Mount
Are we
Fear.
Are you scared?
Something inaudible. Hey,
Hey. What's your name?
Hat. Babe.
Can you tell me how many spirits are here?
You're talking, yeah, I'm listening. You can call me face.
Inaudible.
What is that?
What is that? Can you be a little specific?
You are due. Did you hear that?
What did I hear?
Good to see.
What's good to see?
You a good something. I wasn't in it.
What weren't you
The
in?
judge.
Where are we talking to Lizzie?
Over or over it. Go finish it.
What are you finishing?
There's investigation now. We weren't here
Watching.
to you.
Are you watching us right now?
Whoever wants to communicate with us, you can just do that.
It's over.
Yeah, all three.
What's over?
You want to talk? That's okay. Are there three of you here right now?
Is it okay that we're here
Until I
tonight?
see.
Minutes and Mr.
Is it okay that we're here tonight?
Anything else you want us to know?
Is there anything out here?
Father?
That's where Andrew was.
We have no idea why the audio or video of this footage was glitching. We can only speculate that something or someone was interfering with the camera.
Hold on, put the cat paws on. Alright, so we set up the REM pod part right here. We're up to a 0.6 on here. You can't really see it because it's like blurry. Alright, so we're going to put these cat balls out. They light up when you touch them.
And then you got
That one so nobody steps on it. There.
Delete.
I'll set this one on the table over here.
Maryland.
If it'll stay.
M-A-R-I-L-Y.
Okay, that one's over there. Oh my god, this one down there. There. Okay, you ready? Are you in here with us?
Just because the mistakes.
What mistakes?
Left. That's kind of it, yes.
What mistakes are you talking about?
the family.
Yes.
What mistakes did you make with your family?
Oh yeah, if you like jostle about or like drop it, jump up a little real quick.
Cat balls going off. Are you making that cat ball go off?
It's going crazy. Stop.
Can you make the ones on the floor go off?
Cat ball just went off.
Are you still listening?
It like literally everything just cut out.
What do you mean?
Like it was coming through and then it was like dead silence, like the headphones that just shut themselves off. Wanna go again?
Yes.
Huh?
Hate to
Okay.
tell you. Yes, you are.
Alright, hold on, I'll go again. I'm gonna get the canceling on. Alright, you ready?
Oh, are we doing an S's method?
Mm-hmm. Are you still in here with us?
Hey,
Hey. Can you tell me who I'm talking to? Are you still here?
I feel it.
What do you feel?
Monitor. Here's a story. Unstable.
Were you unstable?
It's weird. The move.
Can you tell us how many people are in this house with us? Is it okay that we're here talking to you?
The present.
You think you could make one of these cat balls go off again?
We were being
Are we talking to a man or a woman? Are you right in front of me?
both.
Can you touch one of the cat balls now?
The flashlight's also flickering on.
The chance to happen.
Thank you for touching the REM pod thing or whatever it's called.
I just got chills all the way up.
And for touching the
They
flashlight.
are. My grad.
Would you mind if I asked a couple?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you from this house? Are you from next door? You don't like me.
So here I ask. Are you making it cold in this spot? Are you near me?
I hate to bring it to you.
Is that the one? I was gonna say, I was trying to
It might
look.
be that. I'm not
Okay.
sure it's on right now, but
Fair enough. I
I
do
hate to
hear
bring it to you.
something. No, that's fine. I appreciate it.
Can you turn that flashlight off for
So
us?
that here,
dimmed a bit.
here say
Do you like talking to people here?
tired. Tired.
Does touching these things make you tired?
Bless you. It's not. I sense you doing
Did you live in this house?
leaving you.
Are you tired of talking to us?
Tired.
Be careful.
Do you think maybe you could make one of the cat balls or this in front of me go off one more time?
Fine. Two-minute more.
Okay.
Give us a timeline.
Yeah.
Very punctual.
Inaudible.
Very nice of you.
Just did it.
That's debatable.
Yeah. Can you try again? Can you try again?
Or you can turn that flashlight off. Are you still there?
Climbing. Inaudible. Crow something.
Anybody got anything they want to ask?
I don't
Inaudible.
hear I've asked all the questions. You guys pay to be here. You ask the questions.
You are.
Grandmother.
How old are you?
Also, I sure.
Is there someone else that wants to try and communicate if the other spirit is too tired?
In circles. Go now. But it sounded like bleeding.
Did something bad happen to you here?
That was weird. Like, these things have a full freaking charge on them, but yet halfway through, this one completely dies. This ear, every time a lady would talk, it would be like, it would go from like silence to all of a sudden like a sound in this ear, and then it'd be a lady talking, and it would stop. Then it would come back on, and a lady would talk. And then it'd be like a dude or whatever, in between, and then and a lady would talk. And then there's like a few things like I could hear them saying something, but it was real faint, and I couldn't make out like what was coming through. But it's weird that this one is completely. I was gonna say it's completely dead, but now it's freaking working. But it wasn't like it completely, like nothing was coming through the side about a quarter of the way into it. And then it was the same voice 5 times. It was like tired, 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 tired.
Do you feel tired or confuddled?
What the crap is confuddled?
I don't know. I just, I think it's like an old person slang.
I mean, a little bit, but
This is now dropped. If it'll focus. It's too bright. Oh, there it is. 0.6. While you were talking, it was like 3.0. Got a little higher. Alright, how's this for a wake-up call? If you can't hear that high-pitched squealing behind us, that's the alarm going off in that house. Nobody knows why it's going off. So when you stay there, there is a sign behind the toilet that if you're taking a shower, to open the windows and turn the vents on because the fire alarm will go off. But apparently that's not the fire alarm. And there's like 3 employees that have arrived and nobody can figure out how to turn it off. Nobody knows why it's going off. But yeah, that's how we got woke up. Good times.
So that morning when the alarm went off, woke everybody up. We found out it was the carbon monoxide alarm, not the fire alarm. So this caused everybody to start packing their stuff up and leaving, naturally, because this thing was deafening loud, okay? So Renee and I decided to go across the road and get some pictures and TikTok video, stuff like that. We were the only ones still there, besides 2 of the workers. One guy was out in the souvenir shop trying to get the carbon monoxide alarm to turn off out there, and that is separate from the house, kind of in the back parking lot area. The other lady was downstairs doing some stuff. And while we're taking these videos and pictures from across the street in front of the house, never noticed anything, never saw anything. And it wasn't until we came back home from our trip and I was looking through pictures and getting ready to edit this video that I noticed this staring back at us from the window. Renee also got this lady on film. You can actually see her disappear as she turns to walk away. And this is in no way the worker that was there that day. Explain that.
Alright, so after Lizzie was not found guilty in the murder of her dad and stepmom, she inherited a lot of money along with her sister Emma. So originally the money was set to go to the stepmom, but obviously she got taken out in that murder, so it went to Lizzie and her sister. So they come and upgraded, even though the Lizzie Borden house is like pretty big, but they upgraded to this house right behind me. So whenever I was looking up information on it in 2020, this house was on the market for nearly $900,000. And the people at that, one of the tour guides at the Lizzie Borden house told us that there was an owner that owned it pretty recently ago, but they sold it. I don't know if he was talking about the sale in 2020, but they sold it because they were trying to turn this into a business, probably tours, since she lived here. But due to some type of zoning issues, they were unable to do it, so they put it up for sale, and this is now a private residence. So we're gonna respect that and just kind of stay on the sidewalk because there is a sign in the window that says warning security camera. So they probably have people filming here a lot. There's a sign in the door, but I'm blind and I can't read it. So I don't know what it says.
Deliveries to back porch, please.
I thought it was something juicy, like please don't film here or something. So basically Lizzie and Emma lived in this house together for a while, and then all of a sudden Emma moved out. Nobody knows why, and they never spoke again. She ended up moving to New Hampshire, and people speculate that maybe Lizzie eventually confessed to Emma something about the murders. Like maybe she committed it or had something to do with it, and that's the reason why Emma moved out and never talked to her again. Alright, so our last stop,
Ambulance.
I thought it was like a fire truck. I was like, where was you when that alarm was going off? Alright, so our last stop is going to be the cemetery where the entire Borden family are buried. Alright, so we made it to the, what's the name of the cemetery?
Oak Grove Cemetery.
And all of these are like legit like minutes from the house. So if you're ever in the area, you can visit these spots pretty quickly. And what makes it nice about the cemetery is when you turn left, there are white arrows painted on the pathway that pretty much show you exactly where to go to get to her grave. So you have the big monument that has the Borden name on it. You know, the front that says AJ Borden with all of the kids, and on the side, and then you have each individual headstone here.
So this one's Emma and Lizzie. You can see people have been leaving stuff on. They leave a little bit on Emma's, but they leave a lot of stuff on Lizzie's. And then below them, we were wondering who these other ones are, but now thanks to the big headstone, this one is Alice. I'm guessing it was the grandmother or maybe the original wife. This one is Sarah.
Oh, that would make sense if it was, because I mean she was a stepmom, so maybe
This
she
one
was married.
Yeah, this one's Andrew's. That one's got to be Abby's, the stepmother, which makes this probably Sarah Borden, the original mother.
So if you haven't watched our Salem video yet, you should go do that. But while we were in Salem, we went into this little shop and we were talking to one of the locals there, and she had asked, you know, like, have you guys been to the Lizzie Borden house? And we were like, well, no, we got it booked for tonight. And she said that there is a medium that works there at the shop, or
I can't remember, something like that.
Basically, the medium's from Salem, and they had been to the Lizzie Borden house. And while they were there, they had specifically contacted, I think she said, the spirit of Lizzie Borden at the house, and she was 100% positive that Lizzie Borden did not commit these murders. So
I mean, there's a lot of people that say that she did, because even though she was found not guilty, it was basically like the whole town of Fall River kind of still shunned her and really wouldn't have nothing to do with her too much. So it's all personal opinion, I guess, to whether who you think committed these murders.
A lot of people, they were saying last night, believed that it may have been the uncle that was staying on the side of the house that Lizzie and Emma's room was.
Yeah, I think there may have something to do with, I want to say it was like money. Like, because I mean, if you were to take what Andrew Borden had back then, it would be the equivalent of like $10 million today.
He had money. I mean, that house wasn't a small little rinky-dink house. I mean, it had a basement and 3 stories on it, and it had, what, 3, 4, 7 or 8 bedrooms.
I'm pretty sure I heard the tour guide telling the group, because we just kind of caught the tail end of it, but I'm pretty sure I heard him tell them that they were one of the only houses with electricity.
I mean, if you got that kind of money, then...
All right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this exit.
Later.